Hello everyone and welcome to Fatma Sami's channel. Today's video is for grade 8 semester 1. We're gonna do some exercises on unit 3 class book. Unit 3 Inventors and Inventions. Exercise number 1. Listen and match. Listen to the previous competition winners describing the inventions they designed. Match what you hear with the name of the invention and call out your answer. The inventions are both in pages 22 and 23. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Number 1. This battery-powered machine keeps your hands free to do other jobs. Number 2. It was a great idea to recycle all those materials from around the village like plastic bags and date palm sticks. Number 3. When the summer heat sets in, my invention is best at keeping your head cool. Number 4. My invention was quite cheap to make, and it's got lots of wheels to keep you moving when you get bored with skateboards. Number 5. I used materials such as string, cloth, balloons, and elastic bands to make my lightweight invention for anyone who likes sailing. Now, let's see the answers. Number 1. The automatic hair brusher. Number 2. The wind bike. Number 3. The hot head cooler. Number 4. The this way, that way roller. Number 5. The easy sailor. Now, let's read the texts. Number 1. Do you like sailing but don't have a boat? With this invention, you can have fun in the water and keep safe. It's cheap and easy to build with materials from around your home. It's light and only weighs 200 grams. Tall, short, fat, or thin. It fits all shapes and sizes. It can all be stored in a plastic box. You can take it anywhere you want to sail. Now everyone can enjoy sailing. This text matches picture E in page 23. Number 2. Are you always on the move? Do you like moving fast but think skateboards are boring? Now you can travel in new ways and new directions. With this invention, you can move around on your back, on your stomach, and on your knees and elbows. It's 1 kilogram of rolling fun for everyone. You can't crash because when you fall, you keep on rolling along. One size fits all, and it's quick and easy to build. This text matches picture D on page 23. Number 3. Have you got a hot head? Do you need to keep cool on those hot summer days? This invention will keep you cool, calm and relaxed when others are feeling hot and tired. You can use it inside and outside, so now you can think more clearly wherever you are. It's easy to make and you can take it anywhere because it only weighs 200 grams. This text matches picture A. Number 4. Are your legs tired from riding your bike? Then this is the answer for you. Get this invention and you will never have tired legs again. An 800-gram super sail that fits on any bike and will whiz you along as fast as the wind. After you make the sail, you will have the fastest bike in town. This text matches picture C Number 5. Are you bored with brushing your hair every day? Can't get anyone to brush it for you? Are you too busy and think that brushing your hair is a waste of time? Why not let this robotic hair brushing machine do the work while you get on with more important jobs? This text matches picture B on page 22. Exercise number 1. What is it? Match the words in the photo of different materials and write them in your exercise books. Work with your friends. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Fabric. Number 2. Screws. Number 3. Elastic bands. Number 4. Wire. Number 5. Wood. Number 6. String. Number 7. Balloon. Number 8. Cardboard. Exercise number 2. Guess the invention. Ask your friends questions to guess the name of the invention they are thinking of. Ask your classmates these questions to guess the inventions. Is it brown? Is it made of wood? Is it bigger than an orange? Is it in the kitchen? Exercise number 3. Find the sequencer. An ITC member from Vietnam has sent in a letter telling other ITC members how to recycle materials to make things. Read Vina Dan's letter and write the sequencer in Activity 2 on page 24 of your skills book. Let's read the email. Dear ITC, I live in Vietnam and I'm writing to tell you about my hobby. I collect old aluminum drink cans and make them into models. First, I collect the used and empty cans. I get them from restaurants, friends and family and take them home. Then, I wash them and leave them in the garden to dry in the sun. The next step is to look around for ideas. Hanoi is a very busy city and I get lots of ideas from transport on the roads. There are colorful buses, cars, motorbikes, bikes, and cycles. After I've got an idea, I think about the shapes I will need to make my model and then draw a plan. The design can be very difficult and usually I make several drawings before I start working on the model itself. Next, I go and choose 3 or 4 cans. Then, I use a strong pair of scissors to cut them open and then I make them flat. After that, I copy my plan on the cans and cut out the shapes. Finally, I sell the models to the Ministry of Crafts in Hanoi, who distribute them to shops and tourist hotels. I have enclosed a photo of one of the cyclos I have made to give you an idea. Best wishes, Vina Dan. Now, let's read the learning strategy. Writing. We use sequencer in our writing to help readers understand the order of events. This is usually when writing about processes such as making paper. Exercise number 4. Make a can engine or a balloon rocket. You are going to make things out of different materials. And your group decide whether to make a can engine or a balloon rocket. Collect the materials you need and follow the instructions below. To make a balloon rocket, you will need some cellotape, some string, a long balloon, a straw. Number 1. First, blow up the balloon and tie a knot in the end. Then stick the straw to the balloon with the seal top. Finally, hold the string tight, cut the knot off the end of the balloon, and watch it fly. To make a can engine, you will need an empty can, a kebab stick, an elastic band, a piece of candle. First, make a hole in the bottom of the can and thread the elastic band through the can. Next, put a small piece of the stick through the loop at one end. Then, thread the other loop through the piece of candle and hold it tight with the rest of the stick. Finally, wind up the longer piece of a stick and watch it roll. Exercise number 1. Look at the timeline and read about some inventors and inventions. In your group, talk about other inventions you have looked at before. Let's read. In 1903, Edward Benny invented crayons. In 1904, Thomas Sullivan invented the first tea bag. In 1919, Charles Strait invented the first pop-up toaster. In 1932, Ole Kirk Christensen invented Lego. In 1955, Jonas Salk invented the polio vaccine. Exercise number 2. Great Arab inventions and inventors. Read the following report, find your passive sentences, and write them in Activity 1 on page 26 of your skills book. When you have finished, answer the questions in Activity 2 on page 26 of your skills book. Let's read the text. This report is about Arab inventions and inventors in history. The internet was used to get information. This report starts by looking at inventions of the past and then goes on to look at inventions of the present. Many countries ago, Arab inventors changed the world with their amazing inventions. The globe was invented by Al-Idrisi in 1100, and the process of using stones to make glass was discovered by Ibn Firnas. The world of science and ocean travel was completely changed by the inventions of the compass. This was invented by Arabs to help Muslims find the Qibla for prayers. It's true to say that we usually think of Arab inventors of the past, but there are many great Arab inventors who are alive now and helping to change our world. For example, the world's fastest camera was invented by Professor Ahmed Zuwail from Egypt. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for the chemistry in 1999 for his invention. The camera uses lasers to take pictures of chemical reactions. Another important invention is the test-fast Tiara machine. It was invented by an Egyptian woman called Dr. Faryal Tiara in 1986. This machine tests the effect of the sun on the colors of different materials. Arab inventions have helped to make the world a better place. With such a great history and a wonderful present, the future looks bright for Arab inventors in the 21st century. Let's find some passive sentences. The globe was invented by Al-Idrisi. The process of using stones to make glass was discovered by Ibn Firnas. Let's read the learning strategy. Writing. Onomatopoeia are words that tell you about the sound something makes. For example, hiss is for snake. They are a useful way of making your writing more interesting. Exercise number 3. Look at the following pictures and match them with the onomatopoeia Then find the sounds in the story of the wrong right inventor. Let's see the answers. Rar is for the lion. Tweet is for the bird. Drip is for the water. Exercise number 4. An inventor's story. Read the story. Think about the questions from the story, sorting, matching, cut out page while you read the text. Happy reading. The wrong right inventor. When Intisar was little, she liked collecting things, while most other girls her age liked collecting badges, shells, or teddy bears. Intisar liked collecting plastic, clothes, wood, metal, sticks, balloons, elastic bands, and springs. This made some of her family really worried about it. It wasn't usual for girls of Intisar's age to collect junk and scrap. "I think we should take her to the doctor," said her brother. "Maybe we should take away the junk. There is no space left in her room," said her sister. "No," said her parents with worried expressions on their faces. "This is her hobby and we shouldn't upset her." "Why don't you get her to make something with all those things?" said Intisar's grandmother. "Yes, she can be an inventor," said Intisar's grandfather. So that is what they did. One day, her brother went to Intisar and asked her to make something that would make his bicycle move faster. Intisar used some of the junk to make a motor and carefully attached it to the pedals so her brother wouldn't have to battle anymore. At first, this was fine and Intisar's brother was really happy. But then, one day, the motor stopped working properly. Sometimes the bicycle would move fast, then sometimes it would move slowly, and then sometimes it wouldn't move at all. "Your invention's no good," said Intisar's brother. "It's all wrong." Intisar was sad, but she didn't give up. So when her sister asked her to make something to store her jewelry in, Intisar used a piece of wood, some metal springs, and a few bits and pieces from an old tape record to make a musical jewelry box. Intisar's sister was really happy until the day the lid of the box got stuck and all her jewelry was trapped inside. "Your invention's no good," said Intisar's sister. "It's all wrong." Intisar was sad, but she didn't give up. Then her parents asked her to make something to help clean the floor. So she invented a machine out of an old bag and some leftover pipes to stick up all the rubbish from the floor. Once again, this worked fine for the first few days. But once again, the machine went wrong. Instead of sucking up the rubbish, it started to blow the rubbish all over the room. Intisar began to cry. "My inventions are no good. They are all wrong," she said with tears in her eyes. "Don't worry, Intisar," said her parents. "We are sure you will get better." A few days later, Intisar's brother was playing with his friends in the street. They were having races on their bicycles, trying to see who was the fastest in their street. It was soon going to be Intisar's brother's turn, and he had been working hard with Intisar's to make sure that the motor would work so he could win the race. Then they were off, and Intisar's brother took the lead. Zoom went the bicycle, getting further and further ahead of the other bicycles in the race. Intisar's brother was really happy because he was going to win. He turned around to wave at other children. Then suddenly a goat appeared in front of his bicycle. "Watch out!" they all shouted at him. Intisar's brother turned around and shouted, "Eek! Oh no!" and tried to turn the bicycle so he wouldn't crash into the goat. But it was too late. Then suddenly the motor went crunch, muff, and crawling. The engine stopped, the bicycle stopped, and luckily the goat was saved. Everyone shouted, "Hooray!" and went running up to Intisar's brother, cheering, because he hadn't crashed into the goat. The goat went "Bah!" and then ran away. But Intisar was worried that her brother would be unhappy because the motor had stopped working and he had lost the race. So Intisar walked slowly up to her brother. When she arrived, she found him surrounded by children. He was smiling and said to Intisar, "Your invention isn't wrong, it's right." The next day, Intisar's family were watching the news on TV when the newsreader announced that a small pet monkey had recently escaped from a private zoo, and any sightings should be reported to the police. Suddenly, there was a loud crash, then a bang, and finally a crunch noise coming from Intisar's sister's bedroom. Everyone rushed into the bedroom and found the chair broken, the lamp in pieces on the floor, and her clothes laying in a mess by the bed. Everyone was shocked. They looked up at the dressing table and saw two bright eyes and hairy hands. "A monkey!" they all shouted. The monkey had climbed in through the window and was trying to open the musical jewelry box Intisar had made for her sister. Of course, the monkey couldn't open the box because the box was stuck. The monkey was trying to hit the box against the table and had managed to knock over all things in the bedroom. "Quickly, it's the escaped monkey. Let's try to catch it," shouted Intisar's father. Intisar's sister quickly grabbed the bed sheet to throw over the monkey, while Intisar's brother grabbed the cleaner Intisar had invented for her parents. Again, instead of sucking, machines started to blow a mad hissing noise. The escaped monkey thought the machine was a snake and ran away. Intisar's father phoned the police to let them know that they had seen the escaped monkey. Meanwhile, the rest of the family helped clean up the mess in the bedroom. "You know, Intisar, your inventions stopped the monkey from taking my jewelry. Your invention's not wrong. It's all right," said Intisar's sister with a smile on her face. "And your cleaning machine makes a great monkey scarer. Your invention's not wrong. It's all right," added Intisar's mother. Intisar never stopped collecting things, and she never stopped making inventions. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't, and sometimes they did things they weren't meant to do. But whatever happened, Intisar never gave up. Exercise number 1. The super sentence maker. Write a short sentence. The cat ran down the road. Write it again with an adjective. The black cat ran down the road. Write it again with an adverb. The black cat ran quickly down the road. Write it again with another clause. The black cat ran quickly down the road, chasing the little brown mouse. Exercise number 2. Read a poem. Read the passive poem and find the passive clauses. The passive poem. The cans were collected from family and home. The cans were washed and dried in the sun. The cans were flattened and cut to plan. From ideas collected throughout the land, the cans were polished when finally finished, to give as a present with best wishes. Exercise number 1. The quick quiz. In your group, quickly answer the following questions in your exercise book. I'll read the questions for you. Number 1. Think of a word beginning with B from the unit. Number 2. What onomatopoeia words could describe the sound a tape makes? Number 3. Name 3 adjectives from the unit. Number 4. Name 3 nouns from the unit. Number 5. Name 3 verbs from the unit. Number 6. Name 1 adverb from the unit. Number 7. What can you make out of a drink cans? Number 8. What materials do you need to make a balloon rocket? Number 9. What did Charles Street invent? Number 10. Name 5 inventions from the unit. Number 11. What are the steps for making a can engine? Number 12. When was the World Wide Web invented? Number 13. What materials do you need to make a can engine? Number 14. What are the steps for making a balloon rocket? Number 15. Who invented the tea bag? Number 16. What are the steps for making a super sentence? Number 17. Write the sentence in the passive. Intisar built a machine for her mother. Number 18. Write a sentence using a piece of. Number 19. Write 3 ways of spelling the U sound. Exercise number 2. Club talk. Read what members of the ITC think about the unit you have been working on. Write your own views on the unit in your exercise book. Let's read. I thought this was a great unit. I really enjoyed making the can engine and the balloon rocket, but found reading the instructions a bit difficult. I got my friend to help me with the reading and also looked carefully at pictures and the first letters of words to help me. I think I'll keep practicing my reading by reading the story books we made in class. I enjoy stories, so it was wonderful to read some of the stories from the earliest grades. I had nearly forgotten them, but the Guess the Story activity really helped me to remember. Then we tried to write our own stories. I found this quite difficult because I can't always think of the words I need or the ideas to help me. I think that using the story sorting machine and the super sentences maker helped me a lot in writing my storybook. I think I'll use them again. This was a difficult unit for me, but I really enjoyed it. I know I have to work hard in my reading and writing, but I will keep trying like Intisar does with her inventions. I thought all the inventions were great, and now I know how to reuse some of the drink cans my brother's has been collecting. I was really happy when I won the Best Ideas prize in the International Inventors Competition. I think everyone should keep trying, however hard it may be. We reached to the end of our video today. Thank you for listening and watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.